There's been quite the controversy, or at least a debate going on the internet when the latest Disney hit film came out, Frozen, because people were tired of one of the biggest animated movie production companies making films that are predominantly very Caucasian friendly, if you know what I mean. Although this argument ended, especially with Frozen because the story is inspired by Norway, still, it is somewhat true because we don't see too much diversity or ethnicity when it comes to the main characters of animated movies. Now, there's another artist who, thought similar, but not with ethnicity and culture. He actually thought of people who were going through disabilities because he has become a disabled person after a rare form of cancer. And that's when he noticed so many people out in the world with similar sufferings. More to the story after this song. This is Idina Menzel with Let It Go.
Cold never bothered me anyway.
The cold bothers me every day. There you go. That was Idina Menzel with Let It Go from the movie Frozen. And that's the original version from the actual film where, I think it's Elsa, I forget the sister's name, the one that can, freeze things in the movie. It's her actually singing, her character singing the song, not the Demi Lovato version or the Hyuden version from Sistar, the Korean version. I don't know if you guys heard all the versions, but it's a great song. You guys are now tuned into TBS efm 101.3, listening to What's Poppin'. We'll get our show started right after these messages. But right now, you guys are tuned into What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, a couple of things I want to tell you guys. Send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com if you have any questions or just want to say, what up, B? Also, check out our playlist on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's poppin'. We also upload pictures of our open studios, which means our guests, our listeners who come to watch, and of course, me, myself, and I as well. And about our open studio, guess what's coming up soon, y'all? V-Day, Valentine's Day, the day of hearts, the day of love. Now, which is why we're going to have our open studio recording this coming up Wednesday, or next Wednesday to be exact, and that's the 12th. So if you guys want to be part of that, please send us an email and enjoy a day full of love with Brian Ju. And now you'll see how Brian Ju spends his day full of love with his guests. With that said, we're going to go into Pop a Verse. Now, what I do right now is I'm going to drop a verse on y'all from a song, and you guys can try and figure out which song I took the verses from, or verse from. So, check it out. Now, as I introduced earlier on the show, animated films or movies or any movie in general have always brought criticism because they lack diversity when it comes to the characters' ethnicity, cultural backgrounds, and even though throughout the years it has made its efforts to diversify, they still seem to neglect people who are different, especially disabled people. So an artist who also is a disabled person, Alexandro Palumbo, decided to create a series of Disney princesses with disabilities. He drew Cinderella in a wheelchair with a prosthetic leg, and Pocahontas with crutches with an amputated leg. Snow White is being catered by Prince Charming, as she's also in a wheelchair as well, and Princess Jasmine from Aladdin is posing without any limbs at all. Now, the point this artist wanted to make through these series were the fact that disabled people need to deal with all forms of discrimination and humiliation every day, and he wanted to give visibility to this problem, letting people know that even disabled people have rights too, and they are part of the same world that we live in as well. Now, a very famous denim brand has recently launched an ad with a famous fashion blogger, Nicola Formichetti, and she's in a wheelchair when she was diagnosed with spastic muscular dystrophy. But that didn't stop her from working in the fashion industry, which is known to worship certain body types. Through this ad, she proves that despite her physical differences, her passion is just as equal as anybody else in the world. And I say the same goes to you all, no matter who you are, where you're from. Girl, you're so one in a million. You are. Check it out. Yeah, that was my man Neo with 1 in a Million. And you guys are now tuned to What's Poppin' with your boy B. Jew up on this radio right here. But just want to let you guys know again, we're going to be having our second half of the show with Mr. Johnny Flow, because that's what today is. It's Thursday. He ain't here yet, but he'll be here very shortly to, share some hip-hop tracks with y'all. But right now, we're going to get to the next song. The next song is by a very, very special singer. I like this artist. I met him in person, got to talk with him, got to see him sing live when I was doing radio for another station years ago. And the artist's name is Gareth Gates. Now, the funny thing about Gareth Gates, he sings very well, great voice, amazing vocals, good control, but when he talks, he has a stuttering problem. And that's the one thing too. Just because you have a disability of any kind, a disability doesn't have to be, physical disabilities. You might be nervous, you might be shy, you might not be able to speak much. And Gareth Gates, he has a stuttering problem. But when he sings, it goes away. It's surprising and it's very good. And I think Gareth Gates is a good example of a person, a normal human being, just doing what he loves to do with music. So we're going to play this song for you guys right now. This is Gareth Gates with Any One of Us. All right, peoples, y'all ready? Because it's time for Brian's tips to tip the scale. Now, don't get all mad because I'm not trying to make y'all skinny or nothing. I'm just going to share some advice, some health tips to tip your scale towards a better life. Now, I know we all try our very best to stick to a healthy diet, but we're only human and we aren't perfect. So there are times where we're going to fall off the boat. But the problem is that processed foods and junk food, although easy to eat, can be highly addictive and they lead to a vicious cycle of cravings. Plus, it makes your body more prone to fatigue where you lack energy and you feel groggy and tired all the time. So, what do you do when you want to reset your system? Many people think they need to do a fast or a juice cleanse, but fasting without the consultation of a physician can put your body into a starvation mode, which activates your stress hormones, puts you in a state of inflammation, and disrupts your normal metabolism. Now, juice cleanses sound better, and although juices are filled with vitamins and minerals, it doesn't bring a quick fix. That's the problem. The best it will do is mentally adjust ourselves to a healthy mindset. And that's it. So, here's what you need to do. Cut out sugar, salt, and fat. Yes, those are the bad things. Try to cut all that out. You don't need the sodium. You don't need the sugar or the extra fats. All right, guys? Instead, include whole foods in all meals. And this, what it'll do, it'll slow digestion and keep your insulin happy, meaning we won't have cravings. There you go. Another thing that is very important, and I emphasize this to you guys, exercise. Exercise. It calms us down. Yes, it does. It calms us down, suppress the stress hormones that cause our cravings for junk food. So try doing that. If you exercise, you feel a lot better. And lastly, what do we need? We need good sleep. Yes, proper rest is very important. At least 7 to 8 hours a night is adequate. And it regulates the hormones that tell us when we're full and when we're hungry. And you need proper rest to be able to exercise the next day. If you don't get proper rest, you're going to feel groggy when you work out. And also, if you don't eat whole foods in all meals, you're also going to feel groggy. So try to do these things. There's no way around it, y'all. You just got to start from the beginning, one step at a time. Check it out. This is Jeremiah with Starting All Over. Welcome back to part 2 of What's Poppin'. And guess who's in the building right now?
Hey.
Mr. Johnny Flow.
Hello.
How you doing, Johnny?
Good morning.
You don't sound too happy.
I'm tired. I don't know why. I think people get tired when it's colder. That's my theory.
Well, the weather does have an effect on us, but at the same time, you're not a morning person naturally.
No, I hate morning.
This is your sleep time.
I wish morning wasn't existent.
You're like a bat.
Yeah.
You need to be sleeping now.
Yeah, morning is supposed to be for sleep. And then...
What? Mornings when you go out, get proper sunlight, and you get your vitamin D on.
I don't know. Just for me, it's like sleep time. And then night, you go out. And work.
You go out and work at night.
Yeah,
I mean, that's true. You work at night too, but there's a lot of people in the office buildings right now tuning in. They're working their butts off, trying to make a living.
Mm-hmm. They're the people that make the world go around. And
they make the world go around? Yeah. You can make the world go around too.
Nah, just live in it.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love.
Is that like a Frozen soundtrack?
That's Michael Jackson, Heal the World.
I'm sorry.
Frozen soundtrack.
I don't know, it just all sounds
speaking of Frozen, since we're on that topic right now, I was, expecting a lot from this movie. I know a lot of girls and be like, Diane, how can you see that? It's such a great movie. It's a good movie. I'm going to say it's a good movie.
I didn't watch it yet.
All right. It's a good movie. Mm-hmm. Great, I would say, it's too big of a word for this film.
Because everyone tells me they cried.
That's the girls. I didn't cry. There's nothing to cry about.
I might cry.
It's a cartoon.
But still.
Did you cry watching The Simpsons? No.
No, it's different. The Simpsons.
It's a good movie, but don't get your hopes up. Because I think that's the problem. A lot of girls and guys that I know that saw this movie are like, oh my gosh, it's the best animated movie of the year. It's better than this movie. It's better than that movie. And I saw it and I was like, what? That's it? So I wasn't disappointed completely, but at the same time, I was kind of like, 볼만하네. It's just a movie.
I need to find somebody to go watch it with. 'Cause everybody watched it, and I don't want to watch it by myself.
Why? Just watch it by yourself. Get some popcorn, get a hot dog,
Like,
some
go to a
Ojino.
theater.
You know what I'm saying?
Like an animation by myself.
Could you imagine walking up to the booth? 네, 어떻게 해드릴까요? Hi, can I have one ticket to Frozen?
I'm a big dude too.
The girl's gonna look at you like, 뭐야?
Look a little creepy too.
All right, but right now we're not talking about Frozen and films and going to the movies by yourself. We're talking about poppin' beats, and that's what we're about to do right now. We're gonna drop some poppin' beats on y'all.
Yes.
So the first poppin' beat track is
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to with.
Yes.
I put a click in there. Yes.
All right.
Kind of sounds familiar.
But yes, today's theme is, I called it the return of the East Coast Kinks.
Okay.
Because I know Jolly V did her most anticipated album this year.
Okay.
And I wanted to do my own version. And it happens that all my favorite or old OG East Coast rappers are coming back this year, or supposed to come back this year.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd do a list of them. And the first one is, like I said, Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes.
And
I love Wu-Tang.
They're supposed to come out. They've been supposed to come out with an album for past like 3 years.
I know, right?
But you know, they're always.
But when you have a group this big, it's hard to decide which songs you want on the album. Trust me, it's even difficult being in a group with just one other dude. I couldn't imagine when how they're bumping heads every day.
Like, I can't imagine how RZA feels when he's a producer.
And right, RZA's like, hey yo, Meth Man, I want to do this. Meth Man's like, yo man, people are gonna be like, they're bumping heads every day.
Yeah, I mean,
that's my RZA.
Because they're doing everything different. Like RZA's shooting a movie, and I think it was Jizza. Jizza's like a teaching science in New York City public schools.
What?
With rap.
Science and rap, that's cool.
He's trying to teach them how to rhyme with rap.
Okay.
And science terms. And
what's Ghostface Killer doing right now?
He's on a reality TV show called Couples Therapy.
What up, Raekwon?
Raekwon, I think he's just rapping.
Inspector Deck?
He's rapping. So they're all just doing their all solo projects and stuff like that. So, everything's getting delayed, and hopefully the Better Tomorrow, which was originally called New Tomorrow, they're supposed to come. It was supposed to come out last year, like November, I think.
They still didn't drop. No singles or anything came out from this album yet?
No, nothing. So hopefully, it'll come out this year.
You know why?
What?
Because these fools were too busy watching Frozen, and they thought, you know what? We need to come out with a song like this. Let it go, doom doom, boom, let it go, boom doom,
I think it would be hot if they did it.
The Frozen remix by Wu-Tang Clan would be hot. You got the, what do you call it, the Chinese movie soundtrack in the background.
Yeah, the Kung
you
Fu
must fight. Let it go. And then rapping in the background.
Yeah, they're always sampling.
Wu-Tang, get up on that.
I don't know why I'm so enthusiastic about that, but.
You haven't seen the movie, that's why you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do this. And you're gonna watch the movie, you're gonna see me next week and be like, that was a bad idea. Alright, so we're talking about Wu-Tang Clan, who's supposed to come out with an album this year. Hopefully it won't be next year, because they said that last year.
Yeah.
And the song that you want to play today is what song?
It's called Cream. I think everybody knows what it stands for, right?
No, a lot of people might think cream like, whipping cream, or it's not that kind of cream, y'all.
Yeah.
Cream stands for
Cash rules everything around me.
Yes.
Cream, get the money.
Dollar bills, y'all. Yes. So we're gonna play that song for you guys right now. This song came out when, though?
1993.
It's an old track, y'all.
Yes, it's their debut album. Or
Great
debut
song.
single.
Debut single.
And it certified in 2009, the certified gold.
That late?
15 years after it came out.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's
like an anthem song for these guys. Everybody knows the song.
Everybody knows this song.
So we're gonna play this song for you guys right now. This is Wu-Tang Clan with Cream. Yeah. That was Wu-Tang Clan with Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Now, don't get it wrong. A lot of people are like, okay, that's how y'all live by. That's your anthem. Actually, I don't. Cash doesn't rule everything around me, because you know what? more cash causes more problems, though, if you think about it.
More money, more problems.
It's true, though, because I had a cousin, because back in the day, like maybe 2004, 2005, she assumed, you're like, oh, you in a big group, you know, big K-pop group, you guys are making a lot of money. And no, that was not true. But she calls me out of the blue, like, Brian, I need, like, you know, so-and-so amount of money. I was like, what? And it was a large amount of money.
A large amount of money. Yeah.
And she wasn't asking to borrow it. She says, can you just give it to me? I was like, are you cray-cray? I know we family and all, but I can't. I don't have that kind of money. She goes, oh, I'm not, you don't love me anymore? We're not family like that? We're not tight like that? And I dropped the phone and haven't talked to her since.
Really?
Cash money does cause problems between people, between friends and family.
10 years.
Yes, so never involve money with friends.
Nope.
It could be $5, it could be $10, but when it comes to like the triple digits or four digits, you're like, get out. Don't talk to me no more. That's what you gotta say. Be like, you know, I love you and all, but money, no. That's what you gotta do. All right, we're gonna get into the second artist right now. Another old school artist.
Yes, Q-Tip.
Yes.
Tribe Called Quest.
We're not talking about, you know, the things you put in your ear. We're talking about the singer, the rapper Q-Tip. I actually love his style. He has like he's got a very chill, mellow voice.
And he kind of reminds me, or I guess Kendrick Lamar kind of reminds me of like the new school Q-Tip to me. Like, they got like that, the high-pitched, like a short-tongued
vibrant thing, vibrant. It's just chill. It's very laid back, his vocals. Okay.
Because honestly, I'm not too familiar with Q-Tip. Like, I know his music and stuff, but I don't think I lived in the generation that he was
popular. Huge.
But was he like a big commercially successful rapper?
He was commercially successful back in the day. A lot of people in the rap scene loved him back in the day, of course. This song that you brought today, Vibrant Thing, wasn't as big, from my knowledge, as his old stuff.
Oh, okay.
Do you know an artist named Magoo?
Magoo, yeah.
Yeah, Timbaland and Magoo. I think Magoo, I believe, is Q-Tip's brother.
Really?
So if you actually listen to their voices, they sound very similar.
They look nothing alike, do they?
That's what I heard. I don't know. It could be all, you know, fake, or I mean, that's what I heard. If you actually listen to Q-Tip's voice and Magoo's voice, it sounds very similar. That's why I was like, okay, I can see how they could be siblings. You know, it could work out.
Yes.
All right, now, what year did this song come out?
This song came out in 1999, and it was his debut solo album after Tribe Called Quest disbanded.
See, that's where he was more popular, though.
Tribe Called Quest?
Yeah, Tribe Called Quest.
That's what I'm saying, because I don't remember Q-Tip being commercially successful, but I looked it up, and
as a solo artist, yeah,
it says that he's been always Grammy Award nominated for every album.
And he featured on a lot of artists' albums, too. Janet Jackson. And
he's got Grammy nominated for those, too. So I know he's a good rapper, and I always looked up to him.
I want to go and do that song, huh? I just got into the Janet Jackson song for some reason. Q-Tip's on it. And he sounds chill in there, too. He's like, so why want to go and do that song, huh? So why want... He's like, he never...
That's him?
Yeah, he never over-exaggerates.
Never.
His voice. It's just chill. You know, so it's easy to listen to.
Yes.
And very soothing to the ear as well. Alrighty. So, we're gonna get the song started for you guys soon. And, Vibrant Thing, like you said, 1999. Now, did this win any awards or anything?
No, nothing. I mean, it's just been highly acclaimed or critically acclaimed, but he's never won a Grammy Award before.
But I still like the song.
Me too. I mean,
Actually,
they say it's the most commercial song that he's ever done. I don't know. I guess on his solo album or his solo song other than featuring.
Okay. But this is a good song to, you know, vibe out to when you're driving in the car. And it's on my playlist. So we're going to play it for you guys right now.
Yes.
This is my man, Q-Tip with Vibrant Thing. Yeah, that was a Vibrant Thing by
Q-Tip.
Next song we're going to get into right now is by a group of dudes back in the day who worked with, you know, P. Diddy. Who else did he work with? Biggie Smalls.
The Rough Riders.
The Rough Riders, of course. And we're talking about the group called...
The Lox.
Yes. Lox, man. I haven't heard this name in a long time. This is a throwback for me right now.
Yeah, consisting of Jada Kiss, Styles P, and Sheek Louch. And did you know that when they were in Bad Boy Records with Diddy, they wanted to get out the contract and Diddy wouldn't let them? So
seriously?
Yeah, they had like a T-shirt like "Let Lox Go," and they had like a rap concert, and everybody was protesting for them and stuff like that.
Oh, I had no idea. So they're on bad terms with Diddy right now?
Well, I don't think so because right now, because they're coming out with an album. Bad Boy Records was one of the record labels that's trying to reach out to them to sign the label, to sign a deal with.
Alrighty, now this group, this trio of dudes came out in 1994.
That's a long time ago.
I
didn't know Jada Kiss was that like old, or
I didn't know either.
That long. Yeah, I didn't even know. I thought these people had their own solo careers and then made Locks. But it's the other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
First, and then.
Yep, I knew that.
I didn't know.
They're in my era.
Yeah,
that's how I know.
I'm a little younger, I guess. I studied them. So.
Okay.
You know?
But you gave me information I didn't know. I didn't know they were part of Bad Boy. I mean, I knew they were part of Bad Boy, but I didn't know they wanted to get out of the contract, and P Diddy wouldn't let them get out.
Yeah, but they eventually got out because everybody protested against it, like at the rap concert and things like that. Every time they go to a concert, everybody would just scream, "Let Locks go."
Okay.
And then they got out and got into Rough Riders, which they left again. And I think everybody knows D Block, or every rap fan knows D Block Records, which is the Locks label right now.
All right, so they're with D Block.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they're on good terms with the other record labels, aren't they?
I think so. I mean, Rough Rider is like non-existent almost, and Bad Boy, you know, P Diddy is like the richest rap man in hip hop. So
one of the richest, yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in bad terms with him.
I would say Bad Boy and Rockefeller. Rockefeller's pretty big too right now. Alrighty, and for those of you who don't know the Locks, or we'll just want to give you some information about them. Now, the members, how they formed and how did they come about?
Well, they're from Yonkers, New York.
Okay.
And they're high school friends. And so they were just doing local gigs, and they were known as the Bomb Squad.
Okay, so before they were the Locks, okay.
Yeah, they're known as Bomb Squad, doing local venues, and then Mary J. Blige was actually one of their fans. So when she got big, she gave a demo to Diddy. And I guess Diddy liked it and signed it to Bad Boy Records.
Okay. Now, they did a lot of their own stuff too, but they did some featurings here and there, of course. Like, they were all on the Benjamins. What else were they on?
24 Hours to Live.
Okay.
By Mace. And then
also,
Jenny from the Block.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I can't believe
also, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown?
The remix for Wall to Wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jada was on that song. Yes, he was on that song.
Yeah, Jada was on a lot of features.
Yes, he was. I mean, I think he was like the front man for the group.
Yeah,
Jada,
I think so.
Styles P and Chic Luke, no one really heard of as solo artists, but Jada, everyone's like, I know Jada.
Yeah.
Jada Kiss, yeah, that's the man right there.
Yeah,
not Jaden Smith.
No.
Not Will Smith's son. We're talking about Jada Pinkett Smith's not Wilson. Jada's his wife. My bad, y'all. I said his son. But right now, we're going to actually listen to a little bit of the Locks song right now. And the song is called
Ride or Die Chick.
Check it out. Yeah. That was Locks, Ride or Die Chick. And actually, when the song was going out, I was testing Johnny because I already knew what Locks stood for. And he was shocked that I kind of knew. And he's like, where is it on the script? I was like, no. I'm an OG.
Living on experience. I knew
That's what it stands for. Living on experience, y'all.
I was like, should I write it down? And I was like, nah, I'm not going to forget that. And
yes.
I did.
But he did. But we're going to go straight into the last group because we're running out of time. And the last group is
Mobb Deep is coming back.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Now give us some info about Mobb Deep, like where they come from, when they formed.
Oh, they're from Queens, New York.
All right.
Formed in 1992.
Alrighty.
Members Havoc and Prodigy.
Cool.
One of the most successful rap duos in hip hop. And I think everybody knows, their biggest hits at least. And they've been on hiatus since early 2000. I think like 8 years ago was the last time they dropped an album.
Wow.
And they're finally coming back. Like, they broke up a few times and things like that, but they're coming back, and I'm excited.
Is there a release date for the album, like, already set yet?
No, they just said that they're working on an album, and they're recording it.
Okay.
And it'll be coming out soon. And it's self-titled, 8th album, The Infamous Mobb Deep.
The Infamous Mobb Deep.
I think they got it from their first album, The Infamous. And then
this is added Mobb Deep at the end. All right, what about the song that we're going to play for everybody right now?
Shook One's Part 2.
Shook One's Part 2.
They're probably their major success, and probably I think that it is their first success. So.
Okay. And what year did this song come out?
It came out in 1995.
All right. Now, did this win a lot of awards, go on charts, whatever?
It went on charts, but back in the days, the hip hop wasn't that prominent in the hip hop chart, or in the charts in general. So it didn't hit number one, but it's their biggest hits, and they always get placed in the 50 greatest songs of hip hop of all time in many charts like Rolling Stone and things like that. So.
Okay. Sound good. All right, well, that's what we're going to end up with right now. We're going to end on Mobb Deep, Shook One's Part 2.
Yes.
And we want to thank all y'all for tuning into What's Poppin' with Brian, Jew, and
Johnny Flow.
Yes. And today we had Poppin' Beats. We learned some new groups, and the groups that we talked about today are coming back, hopefully this year. We got Wu-Tang. We had Mobb Deep, Q-Tip.
And
The
living on
lots.
experience.
Yes, living on experience. But we're going to end today's show with a song by Mobb Deep called Shook Ones. And we want to thank you once again. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.